Are you concerned about our nation? Corruption, theft of public resources? How about our ethnic divisions? So what are you doing to change this? We each can do something to better our country. Hesabika is a call to Kenyans to stand up and be counted for the transformation of our nation. Hesabika, translating concern into action.
A lot of people drew very similar pictures of a Kenya either burning, separated, fragmented, or under attack. And for me, those were very stark messages that we really do have a problem.
I have had a number of challenges that this country is facing. I've heard about them several in the past, but I think it was put today in a context that drove the message home. The highlight for me was to appreciate that unless we have a turnaround plan for our country, this country will not go to the direction that we desire, that is good for us, it's good for our children, and it's good for the next generation. So this country requires a turnaround strategy, and that we are the people who bear the role of implementing that turnaround strategy.
As a nation, we are going through issues, deep-seated issues. But again, understanding that there is hope. There is hope that those things can change and that our nation will not burn.
My indifference would have maybe sprouted from the lack of information, or also failing to always be up to date with the ongoing issues. And I think from today's forum, I choose to be deliberate in wanting to know what is happening, what is the state of the nation, and what do I feel about it, and what can I do about it.
I am having to mentor a lot of young men, teens, and coming to the job market. I always want to remind them that at the end of the day, what matters is not the paper that you have, but the open mind that you have. And for me, Kenya right now, where we are at, so that we don't burn as per the graphic images that we had, it has to start from an individual. And I liked today's forum because as I came in the morning, I should say that I came with a view to get solutions from the speakers and the panelists and the guys who were fine here. I never knew it was going to turn around, that to give possible solutions to the problems facing Kenya right now. So I go back home thinking that yes, the change that I want to see has to begin from me, and this has hit me so well, and it's the same thing I should pass on to people who are coming after me and who want to get in this job market.
We must develop a continuous development of ourselves, begin from at the individual level, then at the group level, so that this what you're having today is very good, because we are not the same at this point the way we came in the morning.
It all starts with you. What are we doing? We are the change.
It has to be an individual decision, but more than an individual decision, it has to be something that, burns within, and it has to be something that you can action.
I have been inspired to have a new vision for this country. I've been inspired to believe in the good of our nation. I've been inspired to believe in the capacity within us to partner, collaborate, work together to implement change, a full-blown change.
So I feel that everybody needs to look at what they can do within their specific spaces. So I'm a journalist, and I'm asking myself, what more can I do to be a part of what Hesabika is calling us to do, and to be part of being a Kenyan. And for me, it is not allowing injustices to go unnoticed, calling them out. I think for me, it's playing a more active role in the newsroom where I work. When I hear stories about things going wrong, do I raise them up? Do I push for them? Being a louder voice is what has really come from this discussion right now.
Not to just think about my own personal ambitions, but also to think about the ambitions of the country that I call home.
Today was an eye-opener for me, and just coming to the point of realizing that I can't sit pretty and say that so-and-so will do this, ABCD will do this, but just choosing to rise up to the occasion to allow myself be the change.
We are being called to excel. We're being called to be the best we can be in whatever opportunity God gives us. And we don't need to shy away from desiring to grow in those opportunities and striving for the highest level of excellence and the highest level of leadership God will give to us, because it's in those opportunities that we will be able to influence this world at an even greater level.
I think as professionals, we owe this country a duty at an individual level in our areas of practice, but also as professional bodies, whether it is the engineering professional body association, the accountants professional association, the lawyers professional association. We owe this country a duty of care with respect to the areas in which we can make a contribution to create a better Kenya.
We are the change. We are supposed to be the change, and nothing is impossible.
Hesabika, translating concern into action.